led by Spirit. It seems like Xander is taking his time in selecting his first ban, and here we see it's Broodmother. I think in the recent patch, Broodmother has been nerfed, but still the fear of Broodmother is there. Yes.
10 seconds.
We are gonna see the first ban coming from Team
5
Spirit.
seconds. It is Radiant's ban.
Demoralizes by Spirit, and it's Nyx Assassin. They don't. I think Team Demoralizers don't want Nyx against them. I mean, Nyx gives you that
10
invisible scouting.
seconds remain.
Nyx give you the stun, the mana burn, that
5
sometimes
seconds
the escape
remain.
stuff as well. That's a good ban. And coming on to the second ban from Dark Wizards, B.
Dyer's turn
Oh,
to
it's a
ban.
troll. We have removed carry. Team Dark Wizards are starting on with two core bans. Let's see how Team Demoralizers are. And they have the puck is removed now. With puck banned, we are
Dyer's
not
turn
going to
to
see the
pick.
coil or the magical damage coming out from puck. And here comes the first pick of the day from the Dark Wizard Captain Xander. It's an Oracle.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And for Team Demoralizers, it's Shadow Shaman. These are two position five, I think. And with having a Shadow Shaman in team, it gives you a lot. Like it has the Hex, it has the Shackle, it can push towers with his ultimate skill. So that's a lot for Team Demoralizers. They are securing it by getting a Shaman. And Team Dark Wizards has an Oracle. They are going to save their course in time of need, and even heal and debuff heroes in case of need. Okay, Team Spirit has come with task. This has really been picked the first day of our DOTA Premier League. Task is very beefy, and then it gives you that snowball save if needed. And the Dark Wizards have already revealed one of their cores. It's gonna be Jug with Jug's Great Fury and Omni Slash, along
10
with Healing
seconds
Ward.
remain.
It's a very crucial pick.
5 seconds
Jug's,
remain.
Jug is one of the best ganking cores that is there in this game. Every time he comes into a fight, and if perfectly used, Blade Fury and Omni Slash, it can
It is
secure
Radiant's
a
ban.
minimum of one kill. And we can see another core ban coming from the Dark Wizards. It's a Nevermore, and
10 seconds.
we have seen a lot of people picking it up in
5
the
it is
past few
Dyer's
games.
ban.
And the counter ban to it is Zeus. It takes away the global presence with Zeus, Wrath of the Thunder God, gone out of the picture. Okay,
10
we can
seconds.
see another ban coming in from Dark Wizards. It's
Radiant's
Ursa.
turn to ban.
They don't want Demoralizers to have an Ursa, burst their force in fights. Whereas Team Demoralizers are removing a Pugna. They probably thinking that with Oracle playing force 5, it could be
Dire's
a
turn to ban.
mid Pugna, and they don't want it. In Dark Wizards coming up with another ban that is Razor. Like Razor has been a very good pick in recent
10
time.
seconds.
His damage stealing ability, it
Dire's
just
choose.
counters your carry. If the fight is long enough, then your carry has no damage. And the counter ban coming from Demoralizers is OD. They don't want the Destroyer anywhere near the Dark Wizards.
10 seconds remain.
No one likes to see themselves imprisoned in
5
the astral
seconds remain.
imprisonment.
Radiant must choose.
Slaughter.
Okay. Team Demoralizers are coming up with a Slardar. One more beefy pick, and with Slardar's bash and movement speed
10
and armor
seconds.
reduction and potential ability to tank,
5
it is a very good
seconds.
pick. And if the Slardar has a blink, and if in a team fight it's a proper blink play, then the Slardar can even get a lot of stunts in, and if the stunts are proper, then you are gonna lose team fights. That's a very good pick for Demoralizers. Let's see how the Dark Wizards answer to this pick, what they have in their mind. Dark Wizards are taking their time discussing with the teams while their reserve time is getting slowly down to the last minute. Looking at the Demoralizers lineup, they have quite some bit of a
Dire's turn to
catch.
pick.
Like Starter has a stun, Tusk has a snowball, and a blocker. Even Shaman has shackle and hex. That's that's three heroes have something
10
to catch
seconds
their
remaining.
opponent. Maybe Tusk doesn't have it instantly, but his snowball in a team fight can save a lot if the Blade Fury is on. Okay, we can see the Dark Wizards coming up with a clockwork. It's going to be a lot of missile scouting from clockwork and chain initiations with barrel separations. Let's see how does it go. Spirit, okay, Team Demoralizers Captain Spirit taking up the time from his reserve timer, and they have picked up their position one player. It's Phantom Assassin. If the Phantom Assassin is given the time frame, then it can do a lot of damage. But at the same time, if the Phantom Assassin jumps on the wrong hero, there is the Oracle that can, pull up that save, and a little bit of calculation mistake can cost the Phantom Assassin its life if it does not blink out of that fight properly. Okay, the Dark Wizards have come up with a Death Prophet. Okay, Death Prophet brings in a lot to a fight. Death Prophet has silence. Death Prophet has life drain. That is constantly draining your life, and burst damage along with Death Prophet's ultimate skill brings in the chaos that is needed in a team fight. It can even push towers with its ult, and when the ult is over, it gets back a lot of his life that has been drained out during the fight. Dark Wizards are coming up with a Windrunner ban. They are probably thinking it's gonna be a mid Windrunner, so they are trying to remove the potential heroes that the Death Prophet doesn't want to play against. And Team Demoralizers think that there could be if White Spirit could
Dyer's
be
turn
a
to battle.
good potential pickup for Dark Wizards, so they don't want it anywhere near. After the White Spirit ban, okay, the Dark Wizards have found the Queen of Pain cop ban. Let's see how the
Radiant's
Demoralizers
turn to
respond to
pick.
it, and they have removed the Invoker. The last pick for the Dark Wizards is going to come. After that, we're gonna see if the Death Prophet is actually playing mid or not.
10
Because we have seen a
seconds.
lot of pro teams picking up the Death Prophet
5
as a
seconds.
support pick in the Singapore major. If any of our teams are gonna repeat it, and the Dark Wizards are on their last 10 seconds of their reserve time.
Dyer's turn to pick. Ember
Okay,
Spirit.
they have come up with an Ember. Can Team Demoralizers catch
10
the Ember in the
seconds
fight?
remain.
If they can, then that's a
5
very
seconds.
bad thing for the Ember. Let's see how the Demoralizers want to respond to this. And if they want to change their positions of what they have got so far.
Lena. Who will
Okay,
enforce your
it's
will
Lina.
upon the battlefield today?
Okay, as usual, we have a Spirit on the Phantom Assassin and Madara on the Sladar. We have Xander on the Ember Spirit and Jesus on the Juggernaut. I know kill only kill on Lina. And Kakarot is playing Oracle. Matt Sinsborn is playing the Shadow Shaman and Mai is playing Tusk. Yet two players from the Dark Wizards yet to pick their heroes, and I Am God is going with the Death Prophet. That
10
means Little V
seconds.
is going to be on the clockwork. Some nice stats for Xander as well as the Sladar, but the last match for Sladar was a loss, whereas Xander has won his match. Let's see if Xander can keep up that tally and if Sladar can reverse last
Prepare
match results.
yourselves for the main event.
We As we can see, the Oracle has a smoke with him, so we might see some only smoke and smoke action. And the Oracle entering the fight with Fortune Sign, whereas Littlewood Clockwork is going with Battery Assault. Ember and Juggernaut yet to pick up their skills, and we have Death Prophet. We already have some smoke on the dire side, and looking at the setup for the time being, it might be a
30
two
seconds
for
to
two
battle.
runes pickup.
What drum sounds this beat of war?
Starting with two circlets. That's a lot of sats.
Who will emerge victorious?
Okay, it's okay. Team, the Radiant side have played it smartly. They have moved to secure the bounty rune from the dire side, and it's 3-1 trade. Okay, so it's a mid matchup, and Ember versus Selena. Elena starting with the light streak array
Denied.
and getting few hits.
You are too slow.
And we have bottom lane from it's Oracle and Juggernaut against Slugger, and the top lane is Death Prophet and Clockwork,
जी
Phantom Assassin.
भाई
बोलो।
जी भाई मेरे को एक डोटा प्लस का अकाउंट दोगे बैटल कप के लिए अब क्या भाई
एक मिनट
है तो
पिंक
देखो
कर दो पिंक।
क्या प्राइवेट मैसेज कर रहे हो क्या
हम्म।
ठीक है यशु मैं 7 o'clock के ऊपर शट डाउन कर डाल चीता छी
सूरत कॉलेज का अभी स्पेस चुका रहे
ओके
ये पूरा डब्बा सा महक है
कहाँ होने आए तो ना
कौन आया था
कहाँ
मुना तो कॉल करता था रूम बुझा
होंदे माँ मैं माल तुम माँ
कर दिया देखो।
ठीक है भाई इसमें कुछ कोड है क्या
कोड लगेगा शायद।
ठीक है रुको
ESG
बोलो।
একটা একটা করে গেম চালাতে গেলে তো এটা তো তিনটের গেম এখন শুরু হয়েছে নাকি?
তিনটে কি চারটের গেম? না, তিনটে।
চারটের গেম তো নয়, তিনটের গেম, মানে 2 ঘন্টা ডিলেতে যাচ্ছে।
কিছু করেনি আজকে। এমনিতেও প্রথম দিকে এতটা ডিলে হলো, কালকে থেকে দুটো করে করতে হবে।
আজকে কি সবকটা গেম হবে নাকি আজকে কোনো
হবে না, কি
delay
করে হবে?
সবকটা
লাস্টের
হবে না।
গেমটা হয়তো বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে। আর যদি ওরা খেলতে চায় 11টা অবধি তাহলে খেলবে, না হলে হবে না।
পরের গেম দুখানা গেম একসাথে করে দিতে পারো তো, 4টে আর 5টার সময় যে গেমগুলো আছে।
আমাদের একটা করাতে কি যা নিয়ে যাচ্ছে, কেউ নেই না। কেউ থাকলে আমি করিয়ে দিতাম।
একটা গেম আমি করে দিস, তোমার গেমটা তুমি কাজ করে দাও, ঠিক আছে? একটা গেম আমি
তাহলে পরের গেম ওরকম
কাজ পুরো জায়গায় চলে আসবে। লিখে দাও যে
দাঁড়া
একটা
দাঁড়া,
গেম আমি
ওপেন
হোস্ট
লবিতে
করবো,
যাই।
একটা গেম
তারপরে ওপেন লবিতে
Right now, we are seeing that the Emperor is on the top of the network chart, followed by the PA and the Ina. And then we have the Death Prophet and Clockwork by Juggernaut.
আজকে আর চকও নেই, কেউ নেই।
ওকে বললাম থাকতে। ওটাকে ডাকি তো, ওকে বলি তুই হোস্ট কর একটা। हेलो।
এসজি 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 ওদের জ্যান্ডারদের যে মিড প্লেয়ার, যে কে খেলছে মিড প্লেয়ারটা, জ্যান্ডার নিজেই খেলছে, তো ওদের টিমে জ্যান্ডারে পাওয়ার কাট হয়েছে, ঠিক আছে?
আচ্ছা।
তো এবার ওরা হচ্ছে মনে হয় অন্য একজনকে আইডি দিয়ে খেলাচ্ছে, সেটা আমি জানি না আইডি পাসওয়ার্ডটা কাকে দেবে। তুমি একবার ওই ওই চ্যানেলটায় আসো, জ্যান্ডার চ্যানেলে ওরা জিজ্ঞেস করছে যাকে দিয়ে খেলাবে সে ওদের স্ট্যান্ডিং কিনা, সেটা একবার তুমি কনফার্ম করে নেবে
হুম
ওই
হুম
চ্যানেলটায়। আসো।
वो देगा आईडी पासवर्ड।
हेलो हेलो।
सुनना ते खेलेगा जगन्नाथ ट्राई।
Why did I DC now?
जगन्नाथ दे देता हूँ दोस्त उसको, रुक जा मैं उसको फोन लगाता हूँ।
अरे क्या हुआ तुम लोगों का?
यस को मैं फोन लगा रहा हूँ।
वो जो यश है ना बंदा हम लोग का मिड लेनर,
हम्म।
उसके उधर का लाइट ही गया पूरा एरिया का।
तो आ गए
तो
अभी
तुम्हारे टीम में दो स्टैंडिंग्स है ना, उनको ले लो।
हेलो
हाँ उनको ही बोलो।
क्या हुआ यस पासवर्ड लेगा तो फिर अब तो अपन आईडी पासवर्ड दे देना। मेरा ये रूम पार्टनर है, खेल लेगा वो, क्योंकि वो लोग फिर क्या तो रूल है कि 7 मिनट के बाद फिर कोई ब्रेक नहीं हुआ तो फिर उन लोग को ये दे देंगे जीता हुआ। हाँ म्यूट किया हूँ, बोल।
Can we just like make sure कि rest of the games of the tournaments रात को होते हैं? Because India में summers में खेलने का कोई point नहीं है guys. Like daytime में, summers में daytime में almost like 60-70% लोगों का light जाएगा ही जाएगा, right?
सैड हो गया रे।
So if somebody like doesn't have, मेरा भी light गया पता है अभी, my light just went. I am lucky कि मैं login अभी उससे कर रहा हूँ laptop से. मेरे कंप्यूटर का नेट गया था, मेरे पास लैपटॉप की फैसिलिटी है तो फिर भी ठीक है, बट जिसके पास वो नहीं है तो क्या करें। मेरा लाइट कितनी बार गया आज, 3 बार गया है। बेंचो बैंगलोर में रहता हूँ मैं, एकदम पॉश एरिया में। क्या
अरे इशू ये है कि बहुत सारे बंदे कैफे से खेलता है ना, तो इशू वो हो जाता है कि रात को खेल नहीं पाते वो लोग। तो
हेलो
कैप्टन से सबसे टाइम स्लॉट मांगा गया था।
हेलो
टाइम स्लॉट में देगा, उसमें मैच रखेंगे।
भाई लोग बात सुनो मेरी। यस से मेरी बात हुई है, तो यस का तो करंट वहाँ पे आएगा नहीं, लेकिन यस बोल रहा है कि वो अपना आईडी पासवर्ड जगन्नाथ को सेंड कर रहा है, और जगन्नाथ तू अपना आईडी पासवर्ड मेरे को दे दे, मैं अपना रूम पार्टनर को बोल लेता हूँ कि वो जगन्नाथ से खोल लेगा यहाँ पे।
रूम पार्टनर नहीं, तुम्हारे टीम में और 2 बंदे हैं ना?
मेरे टीम में और
तुम्हारे जो टीम है उसमें और 2 बंदे हैं ना जो नहीं खेल रहे हैं, उनको दो।
हाँ सर, उसी में से है सर एक बंदा ना रूम पार्टनर मेरा।
क्या नाम है?
No, what he's saying basically, what he's trying to say is that the stand-in guy is not a mid laner. Okay, so he's saying that he plays from my account, and the guy who has DC'd, I'm playing on that spot. So the standing is going to play from my side. So that's the thing. So is that allowed? Like
whatever it is, whatever it is, the fifth player who will be taking, right? He has to be from the 7-man roster. That's the main point.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm asking ki, can we switch the roles?
Yeah, the roles you can switch. There is no problem, but the playing members should be from this 7.
Yeah.
हाँ सर, उसी में से है सर।
कौन खेल रहा है अभी?
नाम
क्या नाम है इसका? अरे रवि है ना?
देखो गाइस, जो भी सीन है बता दो। स्वैपिंग रोल्स इज देयर, आई विल डू दैट।
स्वैपिंग रोल अलाउड है, लेकिन सर कह रहा है कि उसी ग्रुप में से होना चाहिए कि जिनका हम लोगों ने एक्स्ट्रा में
नाम। तो वही पूछ रहा हूँ, इज योर फ्रेंड है उसका रजिस्टर हुआ है तो वी कैन डू दैट ना। बोल जल्दी कर, ऑलरेडी वेटेड लॉन्ग इनफ।
अगर नहीं हुआ है तो मतलब नहीं है, तो फिर दूसरा कैप्टन को बुला के रिशेड्यूल करेंगे अगर वो चाहता है तो, नहीं तो फोरफिट करेंगे, और कुछ कर नहीं सकते अभी।
जी आस्क हिम, एनीथिंग इज फाइन।
टूर्नामेंट वाले में
को मिला क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट?
अरे हम लोग इसमें तो
रवि का नाम है क्या सर टूर्नामेंट वाले में?
नहीं है
रवि का नाम नहीं है। नहीं तो किसी और को फिर खिला नहीं सकते, सबसे बड़ा दिक्कत ये।
तुम्हारे टीम में तो और 2 बंदे हैं, ब्लड सीकर बोल के एक बंदे है, और कौन है, मैक्सिमस बोल के एक बंदा है।
See, the thing is basically कि हमें कुछ ज़्यादा मालूम नहीं है। The guy who has DC'd, he is the captain only. He has drafted the team, and we don't have any idea. So basically, he is the only one who has to do that. If it's not gonna happen, you just give him a call. जो बंदा DC हुआ है ना, the captain of our team, just give him a call.
Ask him to give me a call or ping in the WhatsApp group. I'm trying to ping him on the WhatsApp group.
एक सेकंड, मैं बोलता उसको।
रुक मैं बोलता, मैं कॉल करके उसको बोलता तो एडमिन से बात कर ले।
Because they have already waited enough. हेलो, मैंने उसको बोल दिया।
क्या हुआ जिससे?
यार एक गेम खेलने को नहीं मिल।
हाँ ना यार, लिटरली वे इतना अच्छा चल रहा था।
इन लोग मोस्टली रात को रीशेड्यूल करना
क्या
रीशेड्यूल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन रात को।
हेलो हाँ मैं जेंडर हूँ। अरे इधर पावर कट है।
हाँ तो तुम्हारे
सब्स्टिट्यूट को खिला सकते?
हाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट को खिला सकते हो, वही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ किसको खिला रहे हो?
मैं ब्लड सीकर को खिलाऊंगा।
ब्लड सीकर को ना, तो उसको बोलो कि मैं फिर दूसरा लॉबी बना रहा हूँ, ऑल पिक करके जो लेना है ले लो। तुम लोग अभी कौन खेल रहे हो, एक बार मुझे बोलो तो।
जीसी कैकरॉट, पेगासिस, लिटिल वुड्स और ब्लड सीकर।
जीसी कैकरॉट, पेगासस, लिटिल वुड्स और ब्लडसिगर। ठीक है, मैक्सिमस और तू नहीं खेल रहे ना?
हाँ
कल एक्टिंग दिखा रहा हूँ।
आई एम मेकिंग अ न्यू लॉबी विद द सेम पासवर्ड।
हाँ,
जस्ट
मैं ब्लड
जॉइन इट
सीकर को
ऑल
बोलता हूँ
पिक।
ज्वाइन करने।
हाँ, उसको बोलो ज्वाइन करने।
कभी कभी तो फर्स्ट टाइम चल। अरे बोलू यार।
अरे यश सुन,
क्या यार, पावर कट इसकी माँ का।
अरे वो जो खिला रहा है वो बंदे ब्लड सीकर को। बोर हो रहा है, सब बैठ बैठ।
Bro, this is so sad.
Guys, you can join the new lobby. Okay, it's the same password. All pick. Just choose your roles. I'm canceling this one.
All right.
ज्वाइन
सीकर खेल रहा है क्या?
ये चीज है एगो की मतलब अगर कोई
अरे उससे पूछना ना, कैन ब्लड सीकर प्ले एम्बर वो, बट उसको एरर के अगेंस्ट खेलना पड़ेगा, सो सी फॉर इट कैन प्ले एम्बर मैच। ओके,
पीला वाला भी
हेलो हेलो, रीजन क्या है अपना? इसमें रीजन क्या है? एच जी।
या
अरे मेरा लाइट आ गया, मैं ही आ रहा हूँ, चलेगा? थोड़ा अभी
हाँ
आया ऑन द स्पॉट, चलेगा ना?
ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं। आ जाओ, ऑल
सॉरी
पिक पे है फिर। मेरे
शायद
खाली
शायद
पीली वो
टाइमिंग है।
ये कर दिया फिर।
अरे सुन ना, मैं अभी बंद किया था क्या गेम? डोटा टू
हाँ,
इंडिया का
मैंने
रीजन क्या
बंद
है?
कर दिया।
अरे सॉरी सर।
जल्दी आओ, ऑल पिक पे कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ मैं हो गया, लॉग इन ही कर दिया।
जल्दी आओ गाइस, कास्टर्स और ब्रॉडकास्टर्स इतने सही है अपने
यार
ऑर्गेनाइजर्स।
अपने को 3 राउंड मिला था। हाँ हाँ हाँ।
Hey, that's not any issue. Just be grateful कि we are getting the opportunity to play the game. Not a
हाँ ना,
problem.
वही वही सही
नहीं
बोला।
उन लोग करता था रीशेड्यूल, उन लोग फोरफिट नहीं करता है कोई। अच्छा प्लेयर्स लोग।
अरे मेरी माँ क्यों कॉल कर रही है मेरे को?
बोलिए घर आ। ये लोग यूट्यूब में तो मजा आने वाला।
टीम विम का गेम का बोला था।
मैं लॉग इन कर रहा हूँ।
इधर गया रोकर।
हेलो हेलो,
हेलो।
अभी क्या हुआ बताइए क्या? मेरे इधर नेट ही नहीं आ रहा था, अभी आया। मैं बोला फिर से वही सब हो जाता रहा। इधर आ गया मैं डोटा में इन गेम।
सब डिस्कनेक्ट कर दो, मैं
हेलो
बैठा हुआ हूँ
हाँ
बाहर।
मैं आ गया इन गेम आ गया।
शी
क्या
हेलो।
हो गया? हेलो, हाँ आवाज आ रही।
ये क्या माइक का इसका?
भी रूल एप्लीकेबल है ना अपना 10th रूल? एसजी का है
क्या हुआ?
वो 10th रूल अपना है ना, इन केस ड्यूरिंग द मैच इफ द पावर कट आउटेज और इंटरनेट इज डाउन,
हेलो
हाँ
we'll wait
मैं
30
साहेब
minutes
बोल रहा
after
था
which the opponent's team will win
इंगा
and wins will have the last decision. वो
थाने थाने
नहीं, ये लोग खेल रहा है।
अच्छा
क्या
रीमेक हो रहा
नहीं
हाँ
तो
இல்ல இல்ல வந்துற ட்ரெயின் எல்லாம் சாலுவா தான் இருக்கு. என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்கான், ஃப்ரெண்ட் வந்திருக்கான்.
इनका एक भी बंदा ज्वाइन नहीं
हाँ
हुआ।
मैं रेडी हूँ।
Xander join it.
चालू कर दो लॉबी।
लॉबी का पता, ये पता
வந்துச்சு.
2-2-2-2.
அரே மேட்ச் நடக்குதுல, மேட்ச் முடிச்சிட்டு வரேன்.
Tell me guys the lobby details.
சரி. வந்து கரெக்டா வந்துருவேன், கால் பண்ணிட்டு தான் வருவேன். போதுமா?
इंडिया सर्वर पे है, ऑल पिक है, सेम
ये डोटा
पासवर्ड।
2 क्या ना पासवर्ड है?
2222।
2222।
अरे इसको बोलना ज़ैंडर ऐड कर देगा, वही बोला।
कितनी गर्मी है यार।
कोई कास्टर और है कोई कास्ट करने के लिए?
तू ही है।
क्या मैं
आ जाओ भाई, कोई भी एक बंदा तो चाहिए, अकेले दीवारों से बात कर रहा हूँ।
अरे यार करो ना यार ज्वाइन, कौन सा है?
बात नहीं करूंगा, मैं खाली तेरा बात
पता नहीं
सुनूंगा।
कौन है।
इधर भी
आई एम गॉड कौन है? आई एम गॉड मूव कर जाओ अपने रेडिएंट साइड में।
क्यों गो
Okay, go to your respective sides and I'm starting it.
अरे रुक ना, मैं कास्टर से ही है ना क्या? हेलो
क्या?
कास्टर चाहिए था ना?
हाँ तो ज्वाइन कर ले जल्दी।
पासवर्ड क्या है?
2222 4 2 है।
इनकरेक्ट आ रहा है।
आराम से एंटर करो 2 4 बार 2।
पहले 2 बार 2, फिर से 2 बार 2, तो
नेम क्या
मतलब
है?
2 बार 2 2 करना है।
लॉगिन नेम गंगोंग।
No, it's Dota to India, dude.
टू इंडिया भाई। कहाँ से
ठीक
तुम
है
लोग
क्या?
क्या नशा करके आते हो भाई? मुझे भी बताओ, दो एक अभी मुझे भी।
Bruh.
अबे नाइटफॉल
स्टार्ट
दूसरे
कर।
दूसरे चैनल पे चले जाओ, दूसरे चैनल पे।
दो अलग अलग चैनल रहना चाहिए।
अरे स्टार्ट कर दो यार, जो
स्पिरिट
भी
को
है स्टार्ट करो,
स्टार्ट
स्टार्ट
कर दे
करो।
यार, सामने वाले भी इतना वेट कर रहे हैं हमारा।
3 बजे का मैच 5 बज गया।
ये स्टार्ट तो 4 हुआ था यार, इतना भी मत बोलो।
আর এসডি ক্যান্সারকে ডজ মানে ড্র্যাগ করে নিও এই চ্যানেল থেকে।
चलिए गाइस,
चैनल में जा रहा हूँ।
अभी किसका लाइक नहीं जाएगा तो थोड़ा अच्छा लगेगा मेरे को।
होप फॉर द बेस्ट।
अभी लाइट जाएगा तो और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, ओपोनेंट वाले फॉरफिट मांग रहे हैं ऑलरेडी।
रीशेड्यूल ही करना।
जी वो डोमिनेशन या जो भी है उसको इधर ड्रैग कर दे, वो है ना कास्टिंग में।
हाँ ये कास्टिंग आती नहीं है तो फिर भी करने आ गया मैं।
এসডি হ্যালো,
বলো বলো
এই
বলো।
ক্যান্সারটাকে ড্র্যাগ করে ওপেন লবি বা কোথাও ঢুকিয়ে দাও তো।
আচ্ছা
অন্তকনে বসে আছে।
ये जी एस जी लाइव है क्या?
हाँ लाइव है लाइव है।
लाइव है।
So hi guys, we are back again. So there was some technical interruption. There was a power cut with Xander, but after discussion between the admins, we decided to let this match be restarted. In all pick mode, you can see early shackle from the shaman.
Just 30 seconds now.
Okay, and the blade fury from Juggernaut.
The stone
Okay, the phantom assassin getting the first blood, followed by Oracle getting the second kill on the Slardar. They have got a third. Okay, the dire side have got a second kill, and they were able to shackle the Oracle and then throw a stifling dagger and kill him within that slowdown. Even after all these bloods, we can see a 2-on-2 trade of bounty runes between both the teams, the Dire and the Radiant. And we can see the same lineup, the mid Ember versus the mid Lina, and on the bottom lane, the safe lane of Radiant is being played by the Juggernaut with Oracle, and the off lane of the Dire side is played by Tusk and Slardar. Elena has been able to get two denies on the Ember Spirit, but it has had no effect as of now. But the stunts of Lena are correcting with the Ember. That's a good thing. You can see an early pull from Clockwork.
Denied. Your place is here.
Potential kill situation, and we are seeing a rotation from the Tusk. Okay,
The flame dies out.
that was a nice snowball initiation. The Oracle has managed to kill the Lena.
You'll be fine.
Tusk has secured 2 kills for his side.
You have been denied.
Dire's top tower is in danger.
Got it.
The Tusk has been really smart, and he has been gathering the bounty runes. The Radiant side, we can already see the bottle from Lena is being put into use. The Dire side are trying to have a tri-lane on top. There is that snowball initiation, and the Sackle onto the Clockwork, the Stifling Dagger onto the Death Prophet, but as an end result, there is no kill. Okay, that's a nice snowball initiation, and there is that kill on the Ember again. And again, the Tusk is securing the kill perspective, and also the Water Rune has been spotted for Lina. Whereas in all this action, the Clockwork has been killed on top.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, that's very early on of shadows for the Tusk. So we can see the Jug is pretty much having a boot, and we can see a bracer on Slardar trying to tank it through. Okay. That's a nice Stifling Dagger. Okay, there is a rotation coming in from the Clockwork from top. The Ember also has his bottle ready now. Seems like there's a lot of action going on. The Ice Sharks was a miss from the Tusk.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Slardar already has his power threads ready, and the Jug has his face boots online.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Okay.
Dire's top
The
tower
Radiant
is
side
under
is trying
attack.
to set up a kill
Radiant's middle tower
onto the
is
Slardar,
under
but they are not able to get it. It's a nice stun, and the Blade Fury got kited, but there was a good rotation by Lina to kill the Death Prophet on the top. The Ember also made a rotation, but it did not affect
Never refuse gold
the
given.
team. We can already see the Tusk and the Shadow Shaman. They are ready for the Ember. And the Ember gets out of this situation. They're trying to set up a kill on top. Now the Shaman is trying to show himself, and yeah.
Denied.
We can see the Falcon Blade on the Death Prophet is already ready.
Radiant should
And
look
we have
to their
the
middle
threads
tower.
on the PA as well. The Tusk has made a rotation, and we can see the Lina also
Radiant's
moving
middle
top.
tower
So
is
there
under attack.
can be a kill potential on the top. It seems the rotation has been spotted, and Lina is moving back to mid.
I'll take that as tribute.
Behold my
Okay.
searing gaze.
We can see, okay, that's a nice initiation, but a nice Laguna Blade. And the snowball comes in, and they are finally able to get the clockwork. You can see the Tusk is already moving towards his spirit vessel, and that's a nice eye shot, but a rotation coming in from the clockwork. Okay, we can see Lina and the shaman moving towards the bottom.
Battle Fury!
That's a nice power call to away the shaman, and the wards have been spotted by the clockwork. And the Lina made a top rotation where they off the Death Prophet, and the Death Prophet is down. Okay, that's a nice Omni slash. They have they have been able to. That's a nice snowball save on himself. We have 4 heroes chasing Tusk now. Okay, that's a nice eye shot. The Tusk is trying to buy as much time as possible. Nice power cog. The Oracle and the Clockwork are finally able to off the Tusk and end his mega kill streak. If we look at the net worth chart, we can see that the PA is actually having a good time farming on the top, farming the lane, farming the neutral camp, and leading the net worth chart. Just a little on top of Juggernaut, and followed by Lina and Ember Spirit. Okay, the corrosive haze has been activated by the Slardar. But that's a nice debuff removal from Oracle.
Juggernaut!
Okay, the Lina already has its boots of travel ready to join in any team fight required.
Dire should look to their middle tower.
And the Phantom Assassin has its perseverance ready. And there is a potential gank at the bottom. The Oracle is dead. That was a.
I came a long way to see you die.
Okay, the Lina is caught behind. Okay, that's a nice dodge of Laguna Blade. Will the Ember be able to catch the Lina? The Lina is healing up. The Shaman is playing an intercept play in case if it is needed.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
Money to burn.
Meanwhile, the Slardar is being followed by three of the heroes, the Death Prophet, the Clockwork, and the Oracle, and they have finally able to isolate the Slardar and get a kill. That's a nice snowball initiation with two other heroes and nice ice shards, but they don't all count for nothing. Okay, nice initiation by Clockwork. We have been able to gather the Shaman, and that's the Lina is there. Oh, the false promise keeps the Oracle alive from the Laguna Blade. But the Lina is able to get the call, get the kill on the Death. Okay, get the kill on the Clockwork instead, and the Death Prophet, gets a nice kill on the Tusk, activating its ult. While all this action is going on, the PA is actually farming the top pretty well. And there has been no trade of towers, as the Radiant have already lost their bottom E1 tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We can see the Clockwork already has his Tranquil and Urn ready. The Lina is able to get the regen room, and the Laguna Blade is back online. They are trying to look for a fight.
Flares here.
There is a nice stream and smoke by the Dire side, and they are moving into the Oracle. That's a nice stun initiation. Nice ice shard. Okay, the Walrus Punch is on point. And that's a nice shackle. The Lina is dead by the counter initiation of the clock. But with this play, they are able to secure the mid tower and the corrosive haze on the Ember. The on charge, they could not kill that Ember. And instead, the Jugs comes in and with the Blade Fury secures 2 kills. And the nice could have been a kill, but it became a mixed kill with the help of the Ember. Now with these 2 kills and 1 assist coming to the Jug, he is now leading the network chart. The PA has been farming, and the PA's Battle Fury is online. You can see the Lina is actually going towards Yule. But with the mid tower being lost from the Radiant side, and the bottom tier 1 tower has also gone, that's a really bad thing. The Dire side has now access into their jungle. And the only thing that will stop the Dire from coming are the sentry wards that have been placed.
Regeneration.
So the Slardar is now ready with his blink, and they are pinging each other. They are trying to
Invisibility.
Get a kill on the clockwork. The clockwork is pretty much aware of it and he moves back.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
That's a bad giveaway.
Radiant's top tower is in danger.
By the tusk, he directly walks into a high ground.
I bind you. May I cut in?
Oh, my sweet
What a nice sound. Sarana!
double kill.
Dire should look to their top tower. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire should look to their top tower. Dire have fortified their structures against attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Money
A
to
true
burn.
warrior never rage quits. Dire should look to their top tower.
Hello. Okay. Back online, it seems. There was some technical issues. The Ember has his Maelstrom and Phase Boots ready. And the Death Prophet has his Phase Boot ready for chasing. And there is a smoke action from the Dire side. They are trying to ping. They should probably be Roshan. And the Dire side is going for the Roshan. And that's a really quick Roshan. The PA and the race coming from this ladder and the number of stunts from each side. Okay, that's a nice initiation from this ladder. But yeah, the counter initiation from the clockwork was there. And they were able to kill the clockwork. Instead, the Death Prophet got the kill of the summon. The Phantom Assassin's ult has been procced and with the Juggernaut securing 2 kills for his team, followed by Death Prophet getting another one of the kills away with Exorcism popped online.
The Dire glyph is now active.
And the Juggernaut has its Blade Fury and Saint Jin Yasha coming into action.
Tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
With that team fight coming into action, it should have been a very fight for the Dire side, but it ended up in a wrong result. As we can see, the Radiant side were able to secure all the kills needed. It seems like the players are actually having some technical, so we are going for game pause. Shaman has his Aether Lens ready. The Shaman is going for Aether Lens, increasing his range, and the Tusk has its Drums of Endurance. The Tusk did not go for the Spirit Vessel directly. He made the Drums of Endurance. Now he will be going for the Spirit Vessel, and we can see that the Blade Mail is already there on Clockwork that is coming into picture. Seems like all the players are having a casual chat in the chat and trying to get a laugh out of this situation. Coming on to our KDA list, we can see the Death Prophet and the Tusk are actually leading the kill charts with 7 kills, then followed by Jug and um, Tina, both having each 4 kills. And if you see the death charts, the Jug hasn't actually died for once in the game so far. The Jug is 409. He has 9 assists and 4 kills and 0 deaths. That's a pretty good thing for a Jug. And the other core, which has less death, is the Phantom Assassin playing from the dire side. He has only 1 death. I think this is the fight where they got him. I mean, technically it's 2 death because the Aegis was popped. Still, it will be counted as 1.
এখন কি আছে?
See, Xander team doesn't have a stand-in to play.
They have.
Why isn't there a stand-in getting the credentials and playing this match? It seems like the Ember has some technical issues, and the team has decided to play without him. And the game continues. It's 4v5. The Radiant side is having one player AFK for the time being, and they are going to play it through. And the Jug is actually going for his MKB.
Got it.
The PA has his Desolator and Battle Fury online now, the game. And the Lina has his Yule Scepter, and the Lina is actually going for BKB. The Dead Prophet has his Lotus Orb online. That's a very nice build coming into this play. We are seeing the exchange of Dragon Slave and Storm from the respective off lane and safe lane players from the creep. And we can see the Slardar also going for the BKB build. They actually see the Invis rune now. They are going for the invisibility rune.
Invisibility.
And it's off.
Okay. Okay, that's a nice hex. That's a nice Mass Serpent ward. Okay. That's
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
that was a good initiation from the Shaman, but it ended up in a bad way. And the Phantom Assassin and the Shadow Shaman and the Slardar are dead. The Slardar got the solo Omni Slash. The Juggernaut having the Lotus Orb. He was flashed through all the entire way. And the exorcism from the Death Prophet is a very good chaos ability in a team fight.
And it's off.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Boom, there it goes.
Now the Juggernaut is leading the network chart by 3k, and there is a smoke action. The Slardar, the Tusk, and the Shaman, they have spotted the Death Prophet, and the Tusk is having a lots of problem. Okay, that's a nice Laguna Blade, and the Oracle is dead. The Slardar has been caught in the power fogs, but the Phantom Assassin coming in with his Staffling Dagger, and then the Fiery Soul increasing the attack speed of Ina, securing a lot. Okay, that's a nice act. That's a nice act. The Corrosive Haze is on, and okay. The Slaughter has no Guardian Spirit actually. There is no stun. They don't have catch. The Ice Shots are a miss. They are trying to catch the Juggernaut, but the Juggernaut has the Lotus Orb protection, and that's a nice X. That's a nice Mass Serpent ward, and the Omni Slash has been kited away by the Luna, and with the Yule Scepter, the entire Omni Slash has gone, become useless. Although the Dire side could not kill their target, they could not kill the Juggernaut, but they did not have any casualties.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, the Phantom Assassin is pushing the bottom T2 tower with the and Phantom Assassin had managed to get that. and there is no trade of kill or tower for that Phantom Assassin. And we can see the Lina coming into the bottom and willing to take a fight.
Warrior never rage quits.
Do it with flair.
The outpost of the Radiant side has been captured by the Dire side, but there has not been seen a sizable lead by either of this team.
This should make my life easier.
Okay, the Lina's BKB is ready and the duration is 9 seconds at the moment.
Radiant's top tower
And
has
they are
fallen.
trying to look at the Rosh. Seems like the Ember is back in the game, and they have 4-man smoke. Okay, that's a nice sharing chain. Okay, nice exorcism, nice Laguna Blade. The Juggernaut. Oh, that's a nice Omni Slash. And the Dire side losing everyone in this fight. They are
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
that was a nice initiation on the Death Prophet, but the Lotus Orb coming into picture and the Ember jumping into the fight as soon as possible, followed by the Juggernaut, and the Laguna Blade was
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
ineffective in that fight. And the Lina is trying to do as much as possible, pushing lanes on the bottom, trying to help his team pressure the Radiant side, bring out defensive TPs from the Radiant side. You can see the Death Prophet is starting to get his BKB. Okay, that's a late Vanguard from the Tusk.
Illusion.
Prophet has his BKB online. The Oracle has his Ghost Scepter. The Clockwork has another escape or initiation item that's a 4-star. The Ember is also going for a BKB. The Jug has his MKB online and his Ags are online. With this Ags coming into picture, the Jug has actually a Swift Slash and they have smoked on the Radiant side.
Got it.
Followed by there is a counter smoke the Dire side. They are trying to see if they are able to find something. And now both the teams have known that the Roshan is going down with the exorcism from the Death Prophet.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And there is a small trade. That's double damage wound from the Phantom Assassin. with the Aegis of Immortality on the Juggernaut. They are
Dire's
pushing
middle
in
tower is
for the
under
mid
attack.
tier 2, and
Dire's structures are fortified.
the Juggernaut actually has his healing ward out. Okay, that's nice.
Dire's middle tower is no
Lotus Orb was. Meanwhile, Delina is trying to push the Radiants back by pushing on the bottom lane and T3 tower. Okay, that's a nice initiation by the Shaman, the Hex, the Mass Serpent Ward, and the Shackle coming in. Immediately followed by the Slada's Guardian Spirit. And the Juggernaut's Aegis has been popped out, and they are trying to kill the Oracle. And all the respective BKBs have been popped out. The false promise is keeping the Oracle alive.
We see you.
Okay, the Jug is dead. The Jug has been isolated from the team and killed, and there is a Shaman Shackle, and we can see the emo question mark coming into the all chat.
Invisibility.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
My deepest thanks.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
You can see the dire side captain apologizing to the Radiant team for the emo question mark coming in from the Shaman. And the first E3 has now fallen down. The melee barracks have been down in the mid. Okay, that's a nice initiation by the Clockwork, but they were unable to kill. Instead, the Clockwork is dead. The Exorcism has been popped.
Down a dark road.
The Phantom Assassin is dead by the Death Prophet, and the Death Prophet is actually seeing that the Slardar could be a potential kill, and they are chasing. But the Slardar blinks out, and there is no follow-up. And as this fight goes, the net worth chart is looking a bit more balanced now. The Juggernaut is leading the net worth chart still by 2.5k, followed by Lina and Phantom Assassin having 2k gap each. And the Dire side is having a small sizable lead of net worth, that is 5k, and capturing the outpost. The Indian side have reclaimed their side. The mid's tracks have already fallen for the Radiant side. And now the Lina has a Daedalus and Eye of Skadi coming into picture. And the Lina is trying to push the T2 tower on top, followed by Slardar, who is probably going for his Agniums. And we can see the Crimson Guard coming online for the task. And the Shaman has a Blink and a Glimmer Cape.
Tower is under attack.
And we can see the Basher is already online. And we are just waiting for the Phantom Assassin's Abyssal Blade to come. The Juggernaut also has his Basher online. The ice shots miss from the tusk.
Be ensnared in fire.
Okay. The Slada jumps into the fight, followed by Tusk, but there are no follow-up, whereas the Radiant's entire team shows up and the Phantom Assassin still nowhere in the fight. And the Dire side disengages as soon as they see the Phantom Assassin is not there. They're trying to spot out the Shaman and kill him, but the Shaman is quick enough to use his Blink Dagger and TP out. We can see the Glimmer Cape from Oracle coming online. And the Death Prophet still has the cheese. The Death Prophet is going for an additional hex. The Scythe is going to be a very good item for the team fight. And we can see the Clockwork is actually going for a disarm. He's going for the Halberd build. Side is moving together as a pack, and they are looking at the lane. Okay, the Ember has his BKB ready, but he does not have anything. His axe is not yet there. He's trying to farm up as soon as possible and gets his axe online. We can see the Dire side has smoke action and they have smoked up,
Illusion.
waiting for anyone to catch outside. Okay, the starter has been spotted. They have spotted the Clockwork. Okay, that's okay. The the Clockwork is still alive. Okay, the Ember Spirit is dead. The Slardar is dead. With Exorcism popped up. The Clockwork is dead. There is a buyback from Clockwork. There is a buyback from Ember. Okay. There's a nice snowball save on himself by Mai. But his tusk is really beefy and he's able to go back away. The Lina has been killed by the Juggernaut, and the Lina has actually used buyback. They are trying to zone out the PA and get a kill on him, and the Swift Slash from Juggernaut ends the PA's game. As the Radiant side goes and checks for the Roshan, they see that the Roshan is not there. And with this, the Radiant side is able to capture the outpost of the Dire side. And they have been able to find the Tusk. And the Tusk eye shards himself to separate himself from the others. And again, he uses his spider legs to. Okay, that's a nice scout, but it's all too late. Meanwhile, the Chuck's Abyssal Blade is online, followed by the Chuck has Leveler that gives him nice 50 attack speed and plus 5 armor. Okay, that's a nice hex, but the Lotus of counter hex the Shaman. Okay, the Shaman tried his best to save himself, but he could not. Instead of him disengaging the fight, the rocket from the The rocket flare from the clockwork kills the shaman, and the Slardar is dead. The Slardar has his buyback ready. Even the shaman has his buyback ready. The Ember is still struggling with his farm. Ember does not have
দজ
enough.
অন্য লবিতে ওপেন লবিতে একদম এটা চল কাজ করছে না।
Okay, with the Roshan coming online, the Jagannath is trying to solo the Roshan, and the exorcism is popped up. The healing mode is keeping the Jug healthy as usual, and sentry has been put up by the Radiant side to see if there is anything there. And the Jug gets the Aegis Aegis of Immortality, and the cheese and the refresher shard has gone to the Death Prophet. With this much confidence in the game and not much sizable lead of net worth by both sides, the Radiant side, they captured their outpost, and as they capture their outpost, the Dire side capture their outpost as well. And the Lina is doing a pretty good job of split pushing, using his soft travel, pushing in lanes, shoving wave after wave. And they can also see that the Radiant side is pushing on the
A player has disconnected from the fight.
lane.
The true heroes are the ones who wait all the way. Dire's bottom
The Tusk
tower
has
is
a
under
Ghost Scepter,
attack.
and you can see the Penta is sword on, and the Abyssal ready on the Phantom Assassin. It's still not a 6-slot Phantom Assassin, whereas the Jug is also a 5-slotted Juggernaut, but his 6-slot actually has the Aegis of Immortality.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see, the Jug is trying to solo push top lane and shove the wave on,
Tower has fallen.
and his entire team is following it.
Double damage.
And the Phantom Assassin has got the double damage. The Exorcism has been popped, and they have got the top wound, and the corrosive haze is there from the Slardar. Okay, that's a nice swift slash. The Ghost Scepter coming online, thinking that the Ghost Scepter will save him, but the Jug instantly goes to the Blade Fury, and the Phantom Assassin jumps to the back line, killing the Oracle and the Death Prophet. And the Juggernaut is being controlled, and his Aegis has been popped out. And there is a buyback from the Oracle and a Tusk. The Oracle trying to save the Juggernaut with false promise, but the Phantom Assassin with his double damage has ended both. That's a dieback on the Oracle, and the Juggernaut is dead. The Juggernaut has used his buyback. It seems like the Juggernaut is going to defend.
What awaits? waste.
While the Slardar's BKB is still on cooldown, the Slardar is actually pushing mid. And the Lina is trying to shove the bottom lane along with the creeps and using his attack speed of Fiery Soul.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The Lina is trying to get the bottom racks. And with his team showing up there as backup, there's no way Jug is going to take that fight with his team, 4-man team down dead. And they have got the bottom racks and they are moving for the top. Dire side are going for the medals.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
And with this, the Dire side has beggars now, and they are going for the T-pose. And meanwhile, all this push is going on. The Shaman has been killed by the
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Juggernaut, and the Death Prophet is again going down, and the okay, there's a buyback on the Shaman. The Shaman has a nice shackle on the Juggernaut, and the BKBs are popped. They are trying to control the Jug, and the shackle is on, and the Juggernaut is dead. That's a dieback on the Juggernaut.
Dominating! Triple kill! Thank you.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
There is no way the Radiant side is going to come back from this.